Hi people, and this is a video about due service that was intimated to the COVID centre in Kirkcaldy. I duly served them by recorded delivery on the 23rd of December 2021 through Police Scotland Angels. I served the Scottish Government, I served Gregor Smith, the Chief Executive, Health Scotland, and they signed as well. So I'm going to tell you in this video, there's a couple of videos in here and you'll see the live footage of what happened today, and this is because they actually have sent 2 invitations out to my daughter, breaching Article 8 of the 1998 Human Rights Act, a right to private and family life, coercing my daughter, and she's a 17-year-old girl. So here we go with the first video. I'm now heading up to the COVID centre on behalf of my daughter, because I'm the guardian there. Now, I served papers on this place on the 20th of December. I wrote them a letter, and I'll highlight it in the video. I'm going to serve all this on them. I wrote them it, and they signed recorded delivery for it. So here's the signature that they signed for it, okay? And I wrote to Gregor Smith, the Health Chief Executive. We've had a response that's been acknowledged to the Scottish Government, and here's the law that says I'm allowed to film outside this COVID centre, once I get this bit of paper opened, there it's there, and I duly served notice on the police. I'll highlight all these in the video when I serve them. Now, I'm going up to serve them because what this is they're doing, this is the Protection from Harassment Act 1997, and section 1(3), every individual has a right to be free from harassment, and accordingly a person must not pursue a course of conduct which amounts to harassment of another and is intended to amount to harassment of the person. And the conduct includes speech. Harassment of a person includes causing the person alarm and distress. A course of conduct must involve conduct on at least 2 occasions. Now, my daughter has been given 2 of these on 2 separate occasions. So now I'm going up there to serve them with a protection and harassment order because they've been told. This video might be useful when it comes for evidence for the acts against, the crimes against humanity. So I'm going up there to serve them. I've already recorded delivery, served them, and I invite them to get the police. Let them get the police, because the police have been duly served as well, The police have been served as well. There's the police. Officer 172 and 434 of Kirkcaldy, and I'm going to give them that, and that's my daughter's right, not to be coerced. She wants no involvement in this. She's a 17-year-old girl. Nothing. No involvement in it. This is a medical non-consent card, and I'm going up there, so we'll update you with the video, guys, okay? Take care. So people, what I have to say, the Protection and Harassment in Scotland, it's section 8 that's applicable in Scotland, and as I highlighted to you, she's now had a course of conduct must involve conduct on at least 2 occasions, so that's twice she's been harassed, and our right to private and family life. And we're on a database that they've got our data and keep bombarding us with this stuff and coercing us, And imagine if I wasn't here to oversee or guard my daughter's legal rights, and she's jumping up to one of these centres. Well, I didn't think she's foolish enough to do that. So we trot up to this centre today, and let's see the bargain basement psychology of these people. And I'm going to highlight very strongly at the end of this video what is not in place up and down this country. This is us outside the COVID centre at Kirkcaldy. We've got an invitation twice to appear, so I'm going to serve them with a protection and harassment notice, okay? So I'm going to shout them out. They've already been served. Hi.
I'm going to deal with these people before I deal with you. Hello. Yeah?
Right. Get the camera on here. So this is two invitations.
Just before you come in.
2 invitations to get our vaccination. Okay. Once again, there's no ID on him. He's got no identification. This is crimes against humanity. This is what it is. And we're getting served with a protection and harassment notice. Again, I've already served the police. I've already served them. I've got a response for the Scottish Government. Right.
Give me 2 seconds, but I'm getting the head nurse to see it.
Who are you?
Who are you?
Well, you've no idea on who are you?
No, because I'm never giving my ID to you.
Right. So there you go. I won't be giving my ID to you. An NHS public servant worker. He won't be giving his ID to a member of the public. He's got a legal obligation to impart that. My daughter was going in there at 17, you know, with this invitation letter. No, she wasn't going in. But if I wasn't, she may have, if I wasn't there to guide her. You know, so he's telling you he's not giving you ID, and he's legally bound to. So.
Because I've dealt with you before.
Yes, you have. And the Scottish Government's been served. You have been served about this. Okay, and the police. I'm not shouting. Record it. Record it. There's the bargain basement psychology. Now, we have had people at Police Scotland Angels who came to us, excuse me, and says, we've went to these centres and they've charged us under a section 38 of the Criminal Licensing Scotland Act 2010. You know, section 38, put people in a state of fear, alarm, distress. What I have to say to you people, and think here logically, I've not got a face cover on a mask. I'm not shouting. You know, I'm closer to the camera. He's mumbling under that mask. You know, and that's a bargain basement psychology. You're shouting, you're shouting. You remember my position here, my locus. I don't put my step over that establishment, because then I become out of public arena, you know. So I'm outside. I'm well within my rights to be recording, you know. He is not following due procedure, and he's telling you he's not going to identify who he is. That's concerning, and people have to be concerned. Now, let's watch on.
You're shouting at me.
I'm not shouting. I'm telling
You're
you.
shouting at me.
You're harassing me and my family. Get us off a database. We're not going to be on a database.
Stop shouting at me.
No, am I shouting, Abby?
Yes,
No.
you're shouting.
No, I'm not.
Facing the
It's
bill.
on the camera.
Facing the bill.
Right? Yes. You're still not identifying yourself. Gregor Smith's been notified.
I'm identifying myself to you, because I'll go on Facebook and I'll get harassed.
I'm not on Facebook.
I'm not on Facebook
interested in
either.
Facebook.
Your other pals are.
I'm
They're
not my
threatened
friends.
already.
The
So,
police have been served. The Scottish Government's been served. You're
stop
not,
shout-
you're not
will you
harassing my family
will you
anymore.
stop shouting at me?
I'm not shouting. I'm on camera.
You're shouting, so you hear it on camera that you're
Right.
shouting.
I'm not shouting. You're shouting. You're not identifying
I'm
yourself.
not. I told you, I'm never identifying myself.
I told you I'm never identifying myself. Wouldn't that be interesting for a court of law? You know, I'm never identifying myself. Putting weaponry in people's arms and not prepared to identify themselves. You know, when their own standard procedures that I'm going to highlight at the end of this video tells them they must. They're public servants who we pay for, and he's telling you he'll never identify himself. Why would you have that stance if you had nothing to hide? Why would you? And don't you think this is just unique to the jurisdiction of Kirkcaldy? This is up and down the country. This might be a mandate or a protocol. Don't identify yourself, but we'll look at their standards and procedures when we finish this at the end of this video. But your procedures say you have to.
I don't have to identify
your
myself.
procedures say you have to.
You're harassing me.
I'm not. I'm saying you're the harassment.
You're harassing. You've been here before and
Did I
harassed me.
tell you you've sent this to my daughter? So you work here. Yes. Are you identifying yourself?
Don't.
Your procedure. There. Now she's hiding. You'll see her just very briefly as well. He's telling her, don't identify yourself. Don't identify yourself. This man seems to have a lot of power, eh? Don't identify yourself. Just say you have to. I've
No,
got a letter
I
here
don't
for
care.
the Scottish Government.
You're harassing us. You've harassed us before. We're not revealing ourselves to you because it'll
You were
go
served.
onto Facebook and
You were
everything
served.
else.
You were served notice.
Yes or no?
Yes, I know. he avers and admits he was served notice. He was served it through the proper channels by recorded delivery. I have showed you the recorded delivery intimation it's signed for. You know, they were served notice that a firm complaint went in about them not adhering to procedures. The Scottish Government has it. Gregor Smith has it. You know, so he's admitted that he's had notice served on him. You know, and still 2 months down the line, nothing. Why would they be implementing this? Why? Not identifying themselves. So you were served notice and you've signed for it there. There it's been signed for. The police have been served notice as well. I've got every right to record. Now you're writing to my family, breaching data protection. This is harassment. You know, there's my daughters. There's my daughters.
You have to take it up with Gregor Smith.
So when I first served notice on them the first time orally and then I done it recorded delivery, they didn't know who Gregor Smith was. Now I have to take it up with Gregor Smith. They know who Gregor Smith is now. They see past the buck. Interestingly, they never says to me they were going to get the police. I invite them to get the police. Let them get the police to me. Because please believe me, people, I'm doing this for other people. I'm doing it on behalf of the people of Scotland and Police Scotland Angels. You know, because this is wrong. This is very, very wrong. And that's 2 characters there. Not adhering and identifying themselves. Even the police, with a small, slim chance, you have their badge numbers. How could you tell if your mother went in there and came out and collapsed? Who put the weaponry in their arm? Who assaulted them? You know? Come on, people. Think about this.
No, the thing is why are you not identifying yourself? Because your procedures say you have to.
I'll explain why we're not identifying.
Your procedures say...
So he'll explain this legend in his own mind. I'll explain why he's not identifying himself. Not to the camera, but to that wee girl who's hiding. Hiding, by the way.
So he get that on camera. He says he's not.
I'm not revealing myself
Right.
for my name or anything. Because
No, you have to wear a badge. You have...
And I've got my badge. But
But
just
why
not
you
show
not
you.
show...
He's got his badge. Where is his badge? It's meant to be visible at all times. Where is his badge? You know, where is it?
I'm a member of the public. You've invited my daughter.
You're shouting at me again.
I'm not... you were allowed to... There's the law. There's the law that
You're
we're
not
allowed
allowed to shout at me.
There's the law that we're allowed to record. Right, see... This is acts a crime against humanity.
Shut the door, please. They've been constructively challenged. They've been formally served. You know, you're asking them to adhere to procedure. Shut the door. You know, usually they've got the door open, pulling the public in, but they're shutting the door on me. You know, see, the tables turn when you throw their own standards of procedures back at them in the law. You know, please, people, really wisen up to this, because this is wrong. This is very wrong.
This is what it is. Come on. Look, just cut off now.
So, here you go. I'm going to show you. Now, this is NHS UK, right? NHS Staff Identification Badge. The design of an NHS Staff Identification Badge should be as clear and simple as possible and only contain essential information. So it tells you the name of the person, the role of the person, and the ID barcode number, and who they work for, what trust they work for, if it's FIFE, if it's Lothian, or blah, blah, blah. And there you go, you know. That's what they should be wearing, by the way, people. Now, we'll go to the Scottish one. We'll go and look at a Scottish one. There you go. Staff are reminded of the importance of having and wearing their ID badge. Wearing your official ID badge at all times is essential. No concealing it, no hiding it. If you do not have one, then you must take urgent action to get one, you know, and get it authorised by your line manager and process, you know. It is the responsibility of us to take security very seriously. You know, if you have concerns about security risks, well, I've got concerns about who the people are putting weaponry into people's arms in these centres, closing the door on people who are asking constructive, reasonable questions about why they're not adhering to procedure. And there you go, people. That's Scotland, Greater Glasgow and Clyde. That's their policies, regulations, and these people are not adhering to it. You know, well, I'm telling you right now, they deserve to get a protection and harassment notice served on them. They deserve to be hauled up in front of a committee and says, what is your actual game? What's your game? Because to me it looks a very, very dangerous one, you know. Well, I'm going to leave it there, people, and I hope you've got something out of this video, you know. And I'm not interested. The police drove past me today when I was there. You know, they drove past. I'm not breaking any laws. I'm highlighting to people, don't you think this is just unique to FIFE? That this is, they're not identifying themselves and shutting the doors on anybody who challenges them, you know. And you can hear my dog snoring in the background. So it's time for me to go. But I can tell you, people, this is worrying. Very worrying, you know. So I'll leave it there, you know. And we'll just see how this pans out, you know.